The Score is the place for local spring high school sports, and we've got some for you right now. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. By Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone & Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. SBS Carbon Copy in Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. PJ Diggs, the excavation pros. If it's dirt, they do it. Renewal by Anderson, award-winning replacement windows and doors. Schedule your free consultation today. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Maine Preventative Maintenance, your complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue, Waterville, serving the Central Maine community for over 100 years. JDH3 Design at jdh3designs.com, where they can print on just about anything. Valley Beverage, delivering great beverages every day. Dixon's Country Market in Benton, with 24-hour diesel service and the best takeout food around. And by Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and A.J. Knight.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Jack Nicholson Field here at Winslow High School, where this afternoon the Score begins our spring sports schedule with the first of some 40 games that we'll have for you here on the Score as the Waterville Purple Panthers are in town to take on the Winslow Black Raiders. And there's a hard ground ball down the left field line by Hamlin. That's a fair ball. One run will score. The second runner will chug into third base. That is Gendro. And in with an RBI double down the left field line is Xavier Hamlin. Obviously, we were surprised to find out they were starting as early as they were. This was scheduled to be a 4 o'clock start, but they wanted to get some JV innings in before it gets dark, so they moved it to 3:30. That's why we're joining this one in progress. So 1-0 Waterville. Runners on first and third. That one's popped up over us. Foul and out of play. This is Felix Chapa. Chapa is playing third base today. So runners on first and third. One out. That one out was the first pitch of the game, hit by Wyatt Grady to center field and caught out there. Then a double by Foster. A walk by Gendro. Runner goes, pitches high for a ball. The throw down is not in time. Runner steals second base. Runner stayed at third on the throw through. So it's a steal of second by Hamlin. And runners on second and third now with a 1-ball, 1-strike count on Felix Chapa. The set. Pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. Nothing in one. By the way, I'm Mike Violet. He's A.J. Knight. Our crew here, Chaz Wing, running our computer for stats. And Galen Neal has come out of the woods and joined us to be our videographer here this afternoon. First spring broadcast of the year. That one is wide, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes on Felix Chapa. 2-2. Chapa awaits. Breaking ball is smashed into left. That's a base hit. 1 run will score. A little bobble out there. The stop sign up at third. And it's an RBI single for Chapa. In to score on the play is Foster. And we've got a 2-0 game in favor of Waterville.
town visit already here.
Yep, Scott Franzo's taking over for Beth LaFountain, who left after a year to become the athletic director at the Alphond Youth Center. And Franzo's is happy with the talent that he has so far this year. The team's just happy to be outside playing in an actual game after what has been a thoroughly dreadful spring weather-wise.
Yeah, and we've already seen, I think, some of the effects. Glad to be able to get this one in here, but tomorrow already moving locations in our spring schedule.
Yeah, that's because of a wet field in Oakland and the fact that the baseball and softball fields there are down in a gully, so the drainage all downhill, so they're still real wet. So the Messalonsky-Coney softball game tomorrow will be played, but it'll be played in Augusta, and we'll have it high noon.
It's getting used to. Did we do games? I know it's break, but did we do games this early to start last season?
Yes.
Well, short-term memory, I guess, for me. Regardless, I think we're all happy just to be outside.
So Chapa with an RBI single. Runners on first and third now. Hamlin is on third. Chapa is on first. And here is the left-handed hitting Derek Kuchar. Kuchar takes it high and wide for ball one. Yes, I'm working on getting a wind deflector for my microphone.
Everyone just thought you were driving through the outfield and calling it from out there just with the windows down because you couldn't help but enjoy the weather as much as we've gotten.
If it sounds like I'm in a wind tunnel, that's because I'm in a wind tunnel. Pitch is very high, and it's 2 balls, no strikes on Kuchar. 1 out, 2 in for Waterville. Purple Panthers get the jump here, lead at 2-0. Runners on first and third, a check of them both. The set. Pitch is a called strike. Runner goes, no throw through. Chapa easily steals second. So he is in scoring position. 2 balls and 1 strike on Kuchar. Jacoby Searoyce on deck. Fastball swung on and missed 2-2.
That was a real late swing.
Big rip there by Kuchar. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 in, 1 out. Here's the deal. High, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Derek Kuchar. First base is open. Here's the set. The full count pitch is belted into right field, a base hit. This should score 2. Center fielder will throw it to the cutoff man. It will not. Chapa got a late start from second base, so only 1 run comes in to score. Coming in to score is Xavier Hamlin. Chapa advances to third, give Kuchar an RBI single, and give Waterville a 3-0 lead. And here is Jacoby Searoyce, right-handed batting catcher. Swing and a miss, and the throw to third, they've got him caught. Bad base running there by Chapa. Catcher will run him back, and the throw high, and the out is made. Chapa with a poor base running play, and he knows it. You cannot get picked off there. Good job by Winslow to snuff it out. Meanwhile, at second base now is Kuchar. And on the play, Chapa is retired 2-5 on a caught steal. So 2 outs. That was an eventful pitch. That one is low and away. A ball and a strike on Searoyce.
Such a big rundown, too, because it removes a productive out being productive now, right? A fly ball still would have plated one.
Yep. Pitch is fouled off.
Caught a little arm on that one, but he swung through it.
I thought I heard some meat there, too. So the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And 3 in for Waterville. Panthers on top here, 3-1 season opener at Jack Nicholson Field. Obviously, the wind blowing out. You get one up in the air, and you got a shot to hit it out of here. That's high. 2-2.
Now that pickoff or that rundown so big because Costigan can kind of Winslow team may be able to limit some of this damage and just get out of the top of the first here.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Jacoby Searoyce goes down swinging. But a productive first inning for the Waterville Panthers. They push across 3. 1 runner left on. We go to the bottom of the first inning. The score, Waterville 3, Winslow coming up. You're watching and listening to high school baseball on The Score.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
If you have been looking or wanting a complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor for residential or commercial all under one roof, Maine Preventative Maintenance is the only number you'll need. Maine Preventative Maintenance is also a registered and recommended heat pump installer with Efficiency of Maine. You may even be eligible for financing through Efficiency of Maine. Emergencies always happen at the most inconvenient times. Don't put it off any longer. Don't wait until something happens. Call Maine Preventative Maintenance today for peace of mind. Maine Preventative Maintenance, 465-4505, 465-4505.
All righty, Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and the Score crew back here live at Jack Nicholson Field in Winslow. We go to the bottom of the first inning, and the Raiders already in catch-up mode, down here 3-0. And it'll be Davian Costigan, Tyler Netto, and Nolan Kelly, I think, to get it going here for Winslow, because what I thought was the batting lineup for Waterville was most certainly not the batting lineup for Waterville.
Yeah, well, it's the beginning of the season for coaches and umps, too.
Yeah, in making out lineup cards, that's for sure. All right, ready to go here, and Wyatt Grady, the best Waterville has. He will start this one for the Purple Panthers on the mound.
Yeah, Waterville, I think 2 really good pitchers between Grady and Foster returning this season. I think really going to carry them far.
Grady is a senior, and he is a good one. We saw him last year with some dominant stuff, and you are absolutely right. Russ Beckwith, if these kids stay healthy, these 2 pitchers, they've got a chance to ride those horses because pitching is in such short supply.
Yeah, unless you're Skowhegan. But yeah, no, looking at getting ready for this game, that was something that stood out. Obviously, both coaches mentioned, Waterville mentioned their own pitchers, and Winslow as well. The top 2 they have, their 2 starters in Grady and Foster, both really good last year and come back for another season. If they're better, good luck, Central Maine.
All right, Costigan ready to go. Today's game brought to you by Central Maine Community College, more than just a community college. With over 40 academic degrees and certificates, one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Go to cmcc.edu. All right, ready to roll here in the first. The sun is out. There is very little threat of rain. And the wind, well, you know, I did get a wind deflector, but it doesn't really sound like it.
It's breezing pretty good.
All right, first pitch here to Davian Costigan from Wyatt Grady is low and away for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, you know, Angel Hernandez out there. You want to see where he's calling him, so it doesn't hurt to throw a dirt ball. Just see how deep that strike zone's going to drop.
Angel Hernandez is not even qualified to call balls and strikes in a high school game. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's Costigan, Netto, and Kelly. I have been advocating for a couple of years. Robot umps.
I think they're trying that in AAA this year, right? And they've got a challenge system, I believe, in place as well.
I think you got to go full-blown robot. That's down and away in the dirt, 2-1. You have the technology, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think it's time to do it. Angel Hernandez certainly magnifies the situation, but you know what? There's a lot of umpires this year missing a lot of pitches.
Yeah.
The 2-1 is bounced down the third base line, and that'll stay foul.
And he just got a sniff of that, and that was foul immediately.
To Tomorrow, softball. Coney will end up hosting Messalonski because Messalonski Field is not ready to play on. We'll have it noontime start. So grab a sandwich, have lunch, and watch some softball.
We got you covered.
2 balls, 1 strike. Or excuse me, 2 balls, 2 strikes after the foul ball. That is low and away.
And I guess this first batter not obviously kind of dialing in the zone here, but something to watch here. Grady throwing a couple that could advance some base runners here in just this first ABE.
2-2. On deck is Tyler Netto. Wyatt Grady, senior right-hander, wearing the pants as high as he can. A lot of stirrup there. Gotta like that. We like stirrups. Low and away. And the count is full now on Costigan. No, it's ball 4. So Costigan draws a leadoff walk. And here is Tyler Netto. Netto, right-handed batting shortstop. So we'll see Grady from the stretch. Costigan has wheels. He holds. That's strike 1.
I think Netto, right, just trying to see if Grady's going to dial it in right there. Belt-high fastball.
You have a 3-0 lead. I'm going to start early. You have a 3-0 lead, and you're a dominant right-hander. Get the hitter out. Don't pay any attention to the runner.
He didn't hear you. You might want to say that a little louder.
I don't know what I'm going to have to do. What am I going to have to do?
What you're going to have to do is, and I'm not wishing this on any pitcher, but those balls that end up being passed by the first baseman, we're going to have to put together a compilation and say, this is what happens.
The 0-1 is all the way to the backstop. That is a pass ball, and cruising into second is Costigan. The ball's got to be handled.
That one well behind Netto. Grady's struggling here.
Did that go behind him?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then I take it back about Searoy's having to handle that. I did not think that went behind him. So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt there, and I'll change my scoring to a wild pitch.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. Grady fires. Bouncing ball wide of the mound, picked up by the shortstop. Has time, throws, and they get him at first, and the runner advances to third base. So a productive out there by Netto. He is out 6-3, and advancing to third is Costigan. 1 out, and here is Nolan Kelly. Kelly, right-handed batting first baseman. So Winslow with an opportunity to score here on an out. Grady ready. Left to get a strikeout. That gets by Searoyce, and coming in to score on the play is Costigan, and it's 3-1. That's a pass ball.
That, I was going to say, I would agree that is absolutely a pass ball.
And he swung and missed it. 0-1. So a run in for the Raiders. That one is in the dirt, and Grady having a hard time throwing strikes. Talk about manufacturing a run. They get a walk. Hang on here. Pitch is bounced by Grady to the second baseman. Has plenty of time. The throw to first is in time. And Kelly is out 4-3. So 2 outs. And here is Brady Willett. So a walk, runner advanced to second. Went to third on a pass ball and scored on a ground ball. That's the epitome of manufacturing a run.
That's something Winslow talked about as we talked to the coaches in the preview. They were going to play small ball.
2 outs, nobody on for Willett.
And he got a button up. Told him his jersey needs at least 1 more button.
And he's got a hood on. He's got a hood and gloves,
yep.
Which I get the gloves. Pitch by Grady is low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes, a run in, 3-1 Winslow. Each team is tallied here in the first. 2 outs, nobody on, and Willette with a 1-0 count. Grady from the stretch, even with nobody on. That's popped up. A play for the third baseman in foul ground, and Chappa makes the catch. And that is the end of the first inning, but Winslow pushes across a manufactured run without the benefit of a base hit. So 1 done here in Raiderland. The score, Waterville 3, Winslow 1. You're watching and listening to high school baseball on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call Renewal by Andersen to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. We've installed over 4 million windows, earning us 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction. Call the number below or visit us online today. And remember, call now because these great savings end soon.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Looking to be.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and the Score crew back here at Jack Nicholson Field here at Winslow High School. Waterville sent 7 men to the plate in the first, and they scored 3. So 8, 9, and 1 due here in the second. Dawson Harrison will lead it off. Harrison, right-handed batter. That's a strike. 0-1. He'll be followed by Joel Redamazzo, and then the top of the order, Wyatt Grady. The pitch from Costigan. Breaking ball is swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Now, when the wind dies down, it's not bad.
Yeah, I wore layers here, and I thought driving out here, I'm not going to need the sweatshirt. That wind made a little rough.
Swing and a miss, very late swing on a fastball, and Harrison is gone. 1 out. Well, Tatum, one of our salespeople, got me some new Score swag, including a very nice Score hoodie. I have it in the car, but I'm 1 layer in the Score jacket. I'm good.
I rock I got the long sleeve and then my hoodie. After last year, I'm not. Till we get deep into spring, I'm bringing layers.
The Newport experience is never going to go away.
It is not going to leave me.
We started out in the low 70s. We ended up about 40 by the time the end of the game came.
With snow.
Fastball is right. Is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wore shorts on the way up. Eventually became the biggest regret of my life.
Yeah. That lesson stuck also with our
curve, and it missed.
Big bender. That lesson stuck as well with our own Ryan Bell, who I expect to see back this summer.
Yes. Before he goes to grad school.
Yes, before he goes to become an Orangeman.
Right. The 2-1. Breaking ball floats up there, wide, 3-1.
He wore jeans for quite a while. I thought he was nuts, but he was not going to forget that game.
That was in his hometown, no less.
Yeah, he had the shorter commute, so he was dressed appropriately.
Second most famous athlete to come out of Nokomis High School. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Waterville up 3-1 here, top second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 strikeouts, both swinging recorded by Costigan. 2 outs, and here's Grady. Grady hit the first pitch of the game to center field for an out.
Very loud out.
Yeah, he hit it well. Hit it right on the screws, but It is 320 down the lines here in Winslow, 340 to the power alleys, 350 to center.
Well, for Costigan, that's 2 to open up this inning, and he closed with 1, so 3 straight Ks.
Yep. Fastball downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes on Grady, the Waterville pitcher. If he can reach, Foster is on deck. The 1-0. Late swing, and he took his bottom hand off it and kind of just waved at it. 1 ball, 1 strike, not a sure swing at all. Costigan deals. Curveball squirts up there high. 2-1.
He's mixing in that curveball. He's just struggling to control it. It's not very. It hasn't dropped in, I don't think, for a strike yet, and it's hung up there.
The 2-1. Fastball is hit sky high. First baseman calls it all the way and can't make the catch. It is an interesting day trying to catch anything hit high into the air because of this wind, but that has to be an error, and it will be. E1, and Grady is on.
That one, he tried to track it down, like you said, take command of the situation.
He did, which you want to do.
But with this wind.
Here's Foster. Foster's singled to right and scored his first time. Scored the first Waterville run. That's upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Grady can run it first. Let's see if there's any action here from Russ Beckwith with 2 outs. Try to get a 2-out base runner in scoring position. The 1-0. Doesn't go. Pitches high. 2-0. On deck is Gendro.
I think for this Winslow team, those errors are going to be key to watch because this team's going to kind of play small ball, like you said, manufacture runs. You can't give up mistakes.
Runner goes. The 2-0 is outside, 3-0, and the catcher bobbled it on the transfer. So it is a stolen base, and Grady is now in scoring position in a 3-0 count here with Foster. I'm turning him loose if it's tasty. Ooh, he hit him. Hit him in the tushy area, which if you're going to get hit is your area of choice. So Foster hit by a pitch. 2 on, 2 out for Gendro. Gendro walked and scored his first time. So it looked like it was going to be an easy inning. It has not turned into that. That is high for ball 1.
And you always wonder with a pitcher, how do they respond to something like that? You're cruising, and then that air, now you see he hits a batter.
Yep. Costigan deals, and it's peeled foul off to the right, not a play. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Costigan was on the verge of a rockin' chair inning, and now it's a rocky road. Gendro, 1 ball, 1 strike. First and second, 2 outs, and 2 on. The 1-1. Outside. 2-1. Hamlin is on deck. He had a hard ground ball single right over the bag down the line in left his first time to drive in a run. That's down and in. Count goes to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike on Garrett Gendro. He takes a high strike.
He held off on that one.
He had an urge to take a rip at it, held off on it. So the string is out. The runners could be going. They do not. Here's the 3-2. It's belted to right field. Back, and away back on 1 hop, fielded by the center fielder. 1 run will score. Second run comes in to score. For some reason, only getting to first base on the play is Gendro, but he plates 2, and boy, is that error big. The run's all unearned, and it's 5-1 Waterville.
That was, like you said, that was a long single.
That's a long single. I mean, if I hit that ball, I understand only getting to first base. All right, here's Hamlin. Hamlin takes a high strike. Hamlin with an RBI single his first time. So Costigan with 2 outs was cruising, and then he wasn't. That is beaten into the dirt. That's a live ball fielded by Costigan. Has plenty of time as Xavier Hamlin is not a fast runner. Makes the play 1-3 on the putout, but Waterville plates 2 more, both of them unearned. 2 runs, 1 hit. There was 1 huge error and 1 runner left on. We have played an inning and a half. The score, Waterville 5, Winslow 1. You are watching and listening to high school baseball on The Score.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Mid-State Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run! Ladies and gentlemen, we go.
The monkey has prime! This season, we are hydrated.
The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time!
Oh, that's good.
Yeah! I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
Credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, our Score crew back here live at Jack Nivison Field here at Winslow High School. Waterville Panthers with a 5-1 lead. Panthers with 3 in the first. They get 2 more in the second. Winslow scoring 1 run without the benefit of a hit in its first inning. And coming up here for the Raiders, it'll be 5, 6, and 7. Ben Thomas, Tucker Pomerleau, and Will Parent against Wyatt Grady. Grady in the first inning, a walk. But a pass ball got that walker to second. That was Costigan. Ground ball got him to third. Ground ball scored him. See Royce down to second, and we are ready to roll here in the bottom of the second. Softball tomorrow, Coney and Messalonsky in Augusta. Game originally scheduled to be in Oakland. High noon is when we'll start. Weather's supposed to be good enough again tomorrow.
Ben Thomas here, a freshman, and one that even leading into this week, Winslow coaching staff was a little bit unsure if they were going to put him in the starting lineup, but had a lot of nice things to say about his ability to be a middle-of-the-order bat, but also his baseball IQ.
He's a rugged young man. First pitch by Grady, taken for a strike. Thomas, right-handed batting, third baseman. Grady ready, the 0-1. Breaking ball outside. A ball and a strike. Grady from the stretch, as you can see if you're watching our video feed that's fouled back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the freshman Thomas. Somebody the other day, it might have been Justin Verlander, talking about all of the arm injuries, the elbow injuries, and everything going on, made an interesting point. I'm not sure if it was Verlander or someone else. I'll get to it after this pitch. The 1-2 in the dirt. Good stop there by Royce. 2-2. Talked about throwing from the stretch and how when you do pitch from the stretch, you don't have quite the power you do as you do from the windup. A lot of pitchers now, with nobody on, are pitching from the stretch and maybe exerting too much energy in doing so because you don't with the windup. You've got much more power with the windup than you do pitching from the stretch. I think it's an interesting point to think about. That one was low and away 3-2.
For nothing else, I think you obviously have to take a look at it because the arm injuries to start this season are plentiful.
It's all part of the equation, I think. 3-2 to Thomas. Here's the pitch by Grady, and it's low, ball 4. So the kid draws a walk. Good eye. Leadoff man on. Here's Tucker Pomerleau, the Winslow catcher. Boy, he's a catcher, all right. His shirt's already untucked. You know he's a catcher.
I think I don't know if it was the same interview with Verlander, but I thought there was another pitcher who, and not surprising, but the pitch clock has, I think, come under criticism for pitchers too.
That criticism was brought out by the Major League Baseball Players Association, led by Tony Clark. I think it's bunk, and I think most interested observers think it's bunk. I know some of the pitchers do agree with it. I just don't see it. First pitch was a ball. That one is grounded wide of third into left field, a base hit. So Parmerlo with a ground ball single, seeing eye ground ball single, sets Winslow up here first and second with nobody out, and here's Will Parent. Parent, the left fielder. You know, back in the day, if you go back on YouTube or, pick any game, you can find tons of games from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. But the game I always use as an example is the Red Sox and the Twins on the next to the last day of the 1967 season with the pennant on the line. And just watch the game. It's a game without a pitch clock, but it's like they have a pitch clock. The batters never leave the batter's box. The pitchers never take their feet off the rubber. And I don't remember Bob Gibson having any arm trouble. I don't remember Mickey Lolich having any arm trouble. I don't remember Nolan Ryan having any arm trouble, or any lower rung pitchers as well.
Yeah, that I think you're right. I think it's a combination of things, but that I think you get into the this individualized sports or specialization, right? So you wear out the arm faster because it's all you're doing is pitching all the time.
I think that's part of it. I think that pitchers don't throw enough anymore and build their arms up, showing bunt. It's in the dirt, and Searoy's can't find it, so they don't need a bunt now because the ball got by Searoy's, and the runners advance to second and third. I'll give Grady a wild pitch on that.
Struggling with his command, playing right into what
Winslow
wants to do is manufacture runs, play small ball.
Got a 5-1 lead, throw strikes. Low and away, and Searoy's had no idea where it was. It was at his feet.
Now, luckily, he trapped that one enough it didn't get too far away.
And 3-0 count now for Will Parent. On deck is Broderick Bimson. That one gets by Searoy's. It goes all the way back to the screen. A run comes in to score. Parent across the plate, and it's 5-2.
Right there, so Parent picks up the walk, and not an RBI, but kind of an RBI, as that wild pitch, again, allows a run to score.
And Wyatt Grady, who is a veteran pitcher, this is not his first rodeo, is struggling mightily. He has been given a 3-0 lead. Winslow got one back. Waterville made it 5-1. Now it's down to 5-2. And there isn't anybody out. Here's Bimson. Bimson, right-handed batting right fielder. Grady with the set. Here's the pitch. He shows bunt, and it is a strike. Wasn't sure if he tipped it.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird bunt there, right? He didn't get his hand on the top of the bat. He kind of chopped at it.
That's because kids don't know how to bunt anymore, AJ.
I had heard that.
Among other things. Pitch is a strike, and the runner goes, and cruising into second is Parent, so he gets a stolen base. And it's an 0-2 count now on Bimson. Nothing in two. Runners on second and third with nobody out. That hit him. Grady is all over the place.
That one again.
You got an 0-2 count,
right.
And he hit him.
That was what I was just going to say. You're up in the count.
So let's see. 3 walks by Grady and 1 hit batsman. And here is Isaiah Costigan with a chance to really help the cause. They're loaded with nobody out. Grady in a jam. Fastball low and away. Ball 1. Winslow trying to put a big crooked number on the board. They've scored one. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch by Grady. In the dirt, gets by. And Sirois runs it down. And it is ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Grady really needs to bear down and throw one over. Grady to the set. The bases loaded 2-0. That is a strike.
Heated that one.
Big time. 2 balls, 1 strike. Grady to the stretch. The senior ready. Here's the 2-1. That is squirted towards second base. Second baseman bobbles it, and he got one at first. Wow. Pretty good recovery after the bobble. But an RBI as Pomerleau comes in. Everybody moves up 90 feet. So Costigan plates a run on a ground ball to second. Second and third now, 1 out. Here is Davian Costigan, who walked and scored his first time. Second time around for Winslow. Strike called. 0-1. Winslow has pushed across 2 here to close it to 5-3. That swung on and missed by Costigan. A late swing, and it's 0-2. So Grady ahead in the count here, which hasn't happened much. Wyatt ready. Here's the pitch up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Second and third, 1 out. Grady deals. Belted to center field, but the center fielder looks like he's got a play on it. The catch is made out there. The run comes in to score. That's a sacrifice fly. Coming in is Parent. Third run of the inning for Winslow. And it is 5-3. Excuse me, it is 5-4. I can't count. So a sacrifice fly to center. Give Costigan an RBI. 3 in for the Raiders. They've cut it to 1, 5-4. Here's Tyler Neto. Neto with Bimson at second. And 2 outs. Neto grounded to short his first time. That's a strike. 0-1.
Winslow executing small ball perfectly. Get the ground ball out, sac fly.
They all count. Grady. The 0-1. Ground ball to short. Takes a funky hop. Shortstop long throw. Scooped on the other end. Great scoop on the other end by Xavier Hamlin. That saved a run. So Neto is grounded out to short twice, and that is it for the Raiders here in the second inning. But another productive inning. Winslow scores 3. They get those 3 on 1 hit.
1 hit.
That was it, and they leave 1. We've played 2 very full, very interesting innings so far, and the score at the end of 2 from Jack Nicholson Field in Winslow is Waterville 5, Winslow 4. This is high school baseball on the Score.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder, or a farmer, or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Raising money for our cause.
supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Alrighty, Mike Violet, AJ Knight, our score crew, Chaz Wing and Galen Neal back here at Jack Nicholson Field. Pitching change. Costigan is out and Nolan Kelly is in. They will swap positions. So Kelly is on to try to calm this thing down.
Yeah, if Winslow can get a rocket chair inning with Grady really struggling with control, the way they've been able to manufacture runs, they get a chance to take their first lead.
Felix Chapa will lead it off. Chapa singled. Ended up getting picked off at third base, but he singled and drove in a run his first time. Pitch by Kelly is high for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Chapa, Kuchar, Searoy's here in the inning. Bounce to second. Second baseman ranges to his right, stops it, throws it, and it's not a good throw. And it is wide. And on at first base is Chapa.
How you scoring that one, Mike?
I was waiting for you to come up with something.
I think it's got to be an error. I think he had time to make that play. He rushed it.
You got to make that play. That's E4. So Chapa is on, and here is Derek Kuchar. And Kuchar takes ball one. 1 ball, no strikes on Derek. Singled, drove in a run his first time, a single to right. The set by Kelly. Outside, ball 2, 2-0. So an error by the second baseman has put the leadoff man on here for Waterville. Panthers have scored 3 in the first, 2 in the second. Very high and wide by Parmelo. That's a wild pitch, and Chapa will cruise into second.
That type of the mistake, Winslow taking advantage of the struggle for control on the mound for Grady. Unfortunately, they're just, even though they chip away, they seem to put themselves in a position to give them right back when they get back to the top of the inning.
The 3-0. Ball 4. So Kuchar is on. First and second for Jacoby Searoys, who struck out swinging his first time. High, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. First and second, nobody out. Breaking ball, squirts outside, 2-0. Another great opportunity for Waterville to add on. And the way this one is going, you better keep adding on. The set, excuse me. The 2-0 floats outside, 3-0, and Kelly has not had it so far.
And again, you talk about beginning of the year, right? So trying to get line in, then dealing with the weather. Both coaches mentioned specifically they were excited to be outside because they haven't been able to be out a ton leading into the season.
Ooh. That's a very generous strike called there.
I am with Mike Violet on that.
3-1. Kelly to the set. Here's the 3-1. That is ball 4. And Searoys is on.
Kind of floated that one up there, just never broke.
2 straight walks after an error. And guess what? They're loaded. And here is Dawson Harrison. Harrison struck out his first time. That was against Costigan. Bases jacked with nobody out. High, ball 1.
Purple Panthers all around the pond with no outs.
1 ball, no strikes. Kelly trying to calm down. Infield is in. Inside on the fastball, 2-0. Let's see, he has thrown 1 strike here in the inning, 2 strikes in the inning. Of course, there was 1 ball hit, and that was missed by the second baseman, an error, and it's 3-0.
He keeps trying to go to, I'm assuming it's supposed to be a curveball. It's just not bending.
3 balls, no strikes, nowhere to put him. There it is. Ball 4, walked in a run. Chapa in to score. Kuchar to third. Searoyce to second. Give Harrison an RBI.
Mound visit here, as you said, that's 4 batters faced and only 2 strikes. Chance here for Waterville to really blow this one open.
Scott Franco's the new head coach here at Winslow with some pitching issues, and I've not seen Kelly pitch before, but I have seen Costigan. He's been better than he's shown today, and on the other side, Wyatt Grady, seen him way better, but it's the first time out. You got some weather to deal with.
Well, the other thing, too, is I think you see every year, like you said, with pitching such a limited resource, some of these teams are going to have someone that's not necessarily in the regular rotation that will probably break out and be someone they count on down the stretch.
Pitch is up. Ball 1.
And for Kelly, this is obviously bases loaded with nobody out, danger zone, because the 7, 8, and 9 hitters the first time through all struck out. Now you're going to flip it over to the top of the lineup with a lot of men on.
This is Joel Redamazzo. Ball 2. Are they batting out of order, or am I just not able to properly write down names on a score sheet?
I'm not sure, because I have just filled in the lineup as we've gone since we got such a quick start. That one in the dirt for a ball.
3-0. I mean...
So I just filled it out as they came up. For the lineup, can you put a WL?
Wasn't looking. Okay, Phil Rizzuto. That's in for a strike.
There's a good bell tie breaker.
So Radamazzo with a 3-1 count. Fouled back, 3-2.
That one just got over the fence.
3 balls, 2 strikes. The base is loaded, and there's nobody out to run in. It's 6-4 Waterville. Kelly ready. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Kelly shakes Pomelo's first sign off, likes the second one. Here's the set. Here's the pitch. Fouled back.
And he has fouled those on the exact same spot. 3 straight just gone right. That one a little bit more line drive. The last 2, though, straight back, just a little more height.
Radamazzo, some good rips. So we'll get another 3-2. Kelly stretches. Pitches. Low and stopped by Parmelo. Ball 4. So coming in to score is Kuchar. Searoyce to third. Harrison to second. Radamazzo on at first. Give him an RBI. And it's 7-4. Here's the top of the order, I think. It is Wyatt Grady. Grady with a great chance to help himself here. 1 ball, no strikes. He has flied to center and reached on an error. That one's all the way by. No, is it fouled?
I think it hit him. Take a look here, see if we get distinction here on the replay. Grady, I think, thought it hit him too.
Well, he's not going to first.
No, I don't know if my only guess is the ump had to call. He thought it hit the butt of the bat then.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
And Grady led off the game with a very loud out to center here.
This is a third time up in the third inning. High. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. They're loaded. 2 are in. Here's the pitch. Upstairs. And the string is out on Wyatt Grady, 3-2. Foster on deck. Kelly to the set. Full count pitch. Popped up. Should be a play. Kelly is off the mound, and he makes the catch in foul ground. So Kelly takes control and squeezes it. 1 out.
That's a big first out for Winslow.
Just any kind of out.
True. Nice track, though, by Kelly, because the wind, as you can hear, it calmed down a little bit, but
it's wicked.
Got some power.
Here's Foster. Foster has singled and scored, been hit by a pitch and scored. High and outside for ball 1. He is the 7th man to bat in the inning. The set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He was going for the downs there.
That was a grand. He was looking for the grand slammy right there.
Trying to hit that one to Vassalboro. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Might have gotten a piece. 1-2.
I think the upset he did get just a little bit of it.
Gendro on deck. Kelly throwing strikes. Fouled off. I just keep pumping that fastball in there because the curveball's not working.
And it hasn't broke.
Count stays at 1-2.
And I think Foster's helping him a little bit too. Foster's being aggressive, trying to put something in play.
Set by Kelly. Here it is. Inside, knocked him off the plate, 2-2. Every batter up this inning until that pop-up had reached. Fastball is low and away, and suddenly the string is out. 3-2. No place to put him. The set by Kelly. The 3-2. Ball 4. Coming in to score, Royce. He is the 3rd man to score in the inning. It's 8-4. Everybody moving up a base. Give Foster an RBI. Here's Gendro. Gendro has walked and scored and singled in 2 last time around. Takes that one high and wide for ball 1. 8th man to bat in the inning. Kelly. The 1-0. High. 2-0.
4 walks this inning for Kelly, and then 1 reached on air.
The set by Kelly. The 2-0. Way high off the glove of Parmelo. And coming in to score is Harrison. And it is 9-4. That's a wild pitch.
Redemazo, who should be, I believe, standing on 3rd right now, the only one who hasn't scored now for this Waterville lineup.
Yep. He's got a shot. That ball is hit to center field. Center fielder can't get it. He misplayed it, and Redemazo had to hold up at 3rd to see if he was going to catch it, and he could not advance. It's a single because he never touched the ball, and nothing else happened. So a pop single into center by Gendro. He's on. They're loaded again for the 9th man to bat in the inning, Xavier Hamlin. Hamlin with an RBI single in the 1st. He bounced back to the pitcher last time. And Kelly's day is done.
For the center fielder there, it looked like he froze, and then it just kind of tailed off.
So we are going to get a pitching change. We'll take a break. The score here in the top of the third inning is Waterville 9 and Winslow 4. Pitching change. We'll be back after this on The Score.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs. We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
All right, Mike Violet, AJ Knight, our Score crew back here at Nivison Field in Winslow, and Scott Franco's hoping that the third pitcher will be the charm. His third pitcher of the day is Brady Willett, a right-hander. We have the bases loaded, which has been a common theme in this inning. 1 out, 4 runs in. The 9th man to bat in the inning is Xavier Hamlin, who's got one of the hardest hit balls of the day on a day where there haven't been a lot of hard hit balls. That one is in the dirt. Good stop by Parmelo for ball 1. That was a 58-footer.
I think Hamlin asked him if that was a strike.
No. The answer is no. There is one answer. The 1-0. Way upstairs, 2-0. On deck is Felix Chapa.
And not a friendly spot for Willett to come in. Only one down bases. It's been a just station-to-station inning for Waterville.
The 2-0. 3-0.
Threatening to be another station-to-station at-bat here.
Nine to 4. Ball 4. Guess who's getting an RBI? Xavier Hamlin.
And Redamazzo scores, so everyone in the starting lineup for Waterville has now scored.
All right. So we move everything over an inning on the score sheet because this is the 10th man to bat, and that's high and outside for ball 1 to Felix Chapa.
That walk by Willett was the 5th this inning.
Chapa singled, drove in a run his first time, and walked and scored his last time. That's all the way to the backstop. That's a freebie. Coming in to score is Foster. Other two base runners moving up a base. So Gendro now on third, Hamlin on second, and the count 2-0 on Chapa. High, 3-0. So Willette has not thrown a strike yet. First base is open. 1 out. That one is inside, and did it hit him? Oh, it's ball 4.
Either way,
he's
taking a
on
stroll.
First. He's going to first base either way. So they're loaded again, and here is Derek Kuchar. Kuchar has an RBI single to right. He walked and scored his last time. 11-4 Waterville.
Now everybody in the Waterville starting lineup except for Grady has walked.
That almost hit him. Ball 1 to Kuchar. Kuchar we saw on the basketball court this year, a young freshman. Some promise there for Waterville.
Speaking of these two teams, the battle of the bridge.
Ball 2.
That game we had with these two at Winslow, that first half was one of the most frenetic first half.
It was great.
With some amazing three-point shooting.
It was a great first half. 2-0. That's a strike.
Just got to find the first one.
2 balls, 1 strike. Hopefully it's a harbinger of things to come. The set by Willette. The 2-1. Nope. 3-1. Searoyce on deck. Three balls, 1 strike. Ball 4. So Kuchar walks, give him an RBI. Coming in to score Gendro. Hamlin to third. Chapa to second. Kuchar on at first. And here is Searoyce. Walked his last time, took a strike there. Struck out swinging against Costigan in the first.
All three of the inherited runners that Willette picked up all made it home.
12-4. Strike 2. Swing and a miss.
I went golfing for that one, and I can understand the temptation. The weather's gotten nice.
I'm not swinging until there's 2 strikes.
I'm with you.
Now you have to be careful. The 0-2. Right in there, and it's fouled off by Jacoby Searoyce. Still 0-2. The set by Willette. Here's the pitch. Upstairs. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The set by Willette. Pitch is hit hard up the middle into center field. A base hit. 1 run in. Second run coming in. It's a 2-run single for Jacoby Searoyce. And it's a 14-4 Waterville lead. Searoyce hit that one right on the nose. Give him 2 RBIs. And the runs just keep on coming. That's the first hit that has ended up scoring any runs. And here's Harrison, takes one high for ball 1. So when Willette is hitting the strike zone, Searoyce was hitting him. The 1-0.
Ooh. You just had to tempt fate.
Yep. So Harrison is hit by a pitch. He is on. And they're loaded again. And here is Joel Radamazzo. Strike. I think right now the plate umpire, if it's in the vicinity, he's calling a strike.
It looked a little low to me, but I can understand that.
Yeah, if it's in the area, I'm calling a strike. The 0-1. Wide. Good stop there by Pomerleau, who's a really good catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's gotten some work in today.
Yep. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Up. Bends him back. 2-1. It's the 3rd inning. My score sheet is a mess.
Yeah, that's getting a little sloppy on mine, too.
Usually it's the 5th or the 6th before mine becomes a mess. Not today.
Getting some crooked numbers here early.
That ball was a good ball to hit, and Radamazzo missed it. 2-2. That was tasty.
You can see, too, he's a little upset with himself. That was something he could do some damage with and just couldn't put the barrel on it.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases loaded. And Waterville on top, 14-4. Hit him. Ooh. That's a painful RBI for Joel Radamazzo. But it is an RBI. He is on.
Kuchar comes home to score.
Yep. Radamazzo on at first. Here's the top of the order, Wyatt Grady. Bouncing ball by the pitcher, fielded by the shortstop, tags the bag, gets 1 there, can't get 2. A run comes in to score, and it's 15-4. That is an RBI. Coming in is Searoyce. So,
yeah, 16.
Harrison out on the fielder's choice. 6 unassisted. And Grady on at first with a fielder's choice. Here's Foster. 16-4. Wide. 2-0. Foster has singled and scored, been hit by a pitch and scored, walked and scored.
3 trips, 3 visits back to home plates. Good day.
That's a strike. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Runner goes. Pitch is high and no throw by Pomerleau. Smart move. Just eat it. 3-1. On deck is Gendro. Fouled off. 3-2. 2 outs. Chance to end this awful inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Popped up down the left field line. This is a tough play, and it's fair. It is a fair ball. 2 runs come in to score, and it is 18-4.
Sometimes you just got to hit them where they ain't.
That is exactly what happened there. So give Foster 2 RBIs and a single. Wasn't pretty. Looks like a line drive in the box score, though. And here's Gendro. Down and in. Great stop by Pomerleau. 1 ball, no strikes. $18-4. I didn't have that on my bingo card today.
If you took the over, you are a happy camper.
DraftKings got a line on this game?
I did not check. I thought it was a conflict of interest, even though I can't affect the outcome of the game whatsoever.
2 balls, no strikes.
That's 12, right? No, 13 in this inning.
1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's in there. 3-1.
Just a funny stat. Redamazzo now for Waterville, the only one that hasn't scored twice, and it's because Grady hit a fielder's choice.
Yep. That's outside, ball 4. So Foster advances to second. Gendro is on. And here is Hamlin.
8 walks this inning.
Seems like more. High ball 1. And they're about to bat around for the second time.
Yeah, Chappa started us off. He bats next. So this is the second time through the lineup.
Belted into center field, and it is caught! Put a star beside that one in your score sheet.
Wow.
As the center fielder came in on a ball hit right on the screws, and Davian Costigan makes a stellar catch to bring the madness to an end. 18 batters came to the plate in the third inning for Waterville. 13 of them scored. That's all I'm going to give you right now because I need the between innings to figure it all out.
I think so. I think. Is it 4? 1 second. Let me double check here real quick. 13 runs, I believe, 3 hits, 1 error, and then 2 left on is what I have.
All right, we'll run with it. So for Waterville in the third, an epic inning, 13 runs on just 3 hits, 8 walks, 1 error, 2 left on base, and that's it. We go to the bottom of the third inning. The score is Waterville 18 and Winslow 4. You're watching and listening to high school baseball, not high school football, high school baseball on The Score.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste, 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
My goodness, is it only the bottom of the third inning?
Yeah, I mean, your score sheet may indicate we're already into the 10th, but no, it's the bottom of the third.
All right, so Nolan Kelly will lead it off here. Kelly started out at first base. Then he was pitching. I'm not sure where he ended up after that, but in any event, he has 1 plate appearance. He bounced to second against Wyatt Grady, who has given up 4 runs on just 1 hit. All you want to do now is throw it over the plate.
Strikes.
And, of course, he leads off with ball 1.
He has not been sharp. His offense has just picked him up.
Swing and a miss.
Aided a little bit by Winslow, especially. Obviously, that last inning, the pitching not been sharp for them either.
You've got a 14-run lead. Let him hit it. That's a strike. Good fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It is Kelly, Willett, and Thomas. It's going to take a heck of a comeback. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Threw that one right by him. Promising start for Grady. His first K of the game.
Yep, in the third inning.
Yep, 1 out. Here is Willett, who fouled to third his first time.
Yeah, just to frame how long that inning was for Waterville, they batted through the lineup twice. Everyone batted twice, 18 batters.
Swing and a miss. He's got a good fastball this inning. Strike 1.
And Willett, the 4th man in the Winslow lineup, is just batting for the second time this game.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The 0-1. Ooh, did that hit him? Did he avoid it? He did. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a little dance move to get out of the way of that one. Down 14. Might lean into that one a little more.
1 ball, 1 strike. Grady trying to settle down this game and get outs. Low and away. 2-1. Ben Thomas, the freshman, on deck. Walked and scored the second Winslow run in the second. The 2-1. Bounce to third. This is going to be a tough play, and Grady will throw to first. It is late. A swinging bunt, and it ends up being a base hit for Willett.
Grady, I think when he's not pitching, I believe is their shortstop. Is he not so good fielder? But that one, just so much ground you have to cover.
Yeah, if Hamlin is playing in, has a chance on a charge to get him, but he wasn't. Right-handed batter with 1 out, nobody on. He was playing back.
Yeah.
So it's a base hit.
As they say, hit them where they ain't. Oh, don't look at first. Just
if he throws to first, I'm quitting. You were going to finish the game. I will drive out of here.
I will try and close it out. You're going to beat all the traffic home.
Well, I got to go down to the Don Carter Bridge, though, you know?
Yeah.
Because I can't
Oh, man.
go.
Tell me about that. As someone who lives in Waterville, you have to navigate all the way around to get through.
When I got into town, I had to think for a second, which bridge? All right, I can go over the old bridge. That's a bouncer. It's wide of the pitcher, fielded by the shortstop, and they get one there. The throw to first is not in time, and they get the out in the middle of the diamond as Willett is erased 6-3 on the fielder's choice, and Thomas is on.
Yeah, it looked like their second baseman struggled to make sure he had his foot on the bag, and it's going to be a tough play regardless.
2 outs for Pomerleau. Tucker singled and scored his first time. He scored the third Winslow run. Low and away. Of course, when you come into Winslow and you're coming on 95, the option to go north to Fairfield and get off there and go over the 3 bridges in Benton is always in play, too, if you're coming here, which I did not think
That's
about.
probably how I'm going to get home, actually, as opposed to backtracking south.
Yeah, makes sense. Low and away, good stop by Searoyce.
The crazy thing is I heard eventually, right, they'll flip sides so then you'll be able to come from Winslow, but you won't be able to go into Winslow. But 4 years, something like that? It's not a short project.
I don't know. I don't live here anymore, so it's not as much of a concern. But I get it. I did have to think when I got off 95 which bridge is open, which way. Bouncing ball to third. It's fielded by Hamlin, has plenty of time, and the throw is handled at first base. Actually, it was Chappa at third base, throwing to Hamlin at first base. The runner is safe.
Now that pull is enough time there, but Hamlin tracking that down had to come off the bag and couldn't get back. How you scoring that one, Mike?
I'm going to give him an error because I'm hard.
Accept that judgment. I think he had time, so I agree with that. You pulled him off the bag.
That one goes all the way off the glove there of Searoyce. That's a pass ball, and everybody moves up.
100%.
So 2 outs, and all of a sudden Grady now with some trouble. Count is a strike. 2 outs. Smacked right to the first baseman. A bobble by Hamlin, gets it in foul territory, tags the bag. And that is the end of that. 3 unassisted. So Grady, while not a clean inning, it's as clean as we've had so far. No runs. There were no hits. There was an error and 2 runners left on. But Grady holds Winslow scoreless. We go to the 4th inning. It's Waterville 18 and Winslow 4. This is high school baseball on The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
If you have been looking or wanting a complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor for residential or commercial all under one roof, Maine Preventative Maintenance is the only number you'll need. Maine Preventative Maintenance is also a registered and recommended heat pump installer with Efficiency of Maine. You may even be eligible for financing through Efficiency of Maine. Emergencies always happen at the most inconvenient times. Don't put it off any longer. Don't wait until something happens. Call Maine Preventative Maintenance today for peace of mind. Maine Preventative Maintenance, 465-4505, 465-4505.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, our score crew. Chaz Wing running our stats on screen for you today. Galen Neal back out of the woods on the camera.
I tell you, we upgraded our scoreboard during winter season, but I tell you, just because obviously you got ball strikes and you got the bases graphic, I'm quite partial to the baseball one.
I can't see it. So
yeah, and it's bright out here.
Tonight when I get home, I'll take a look at it on the replay, which you can always find at Central Maine Sports on YouTube, our YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe and click the notifications bell there as well. You can also find all of our games that we've broadcast from the beginning, which is about a year ago, right in the vault, centralmainsports.com, our website, centralmainsports.com. Always free, won't cost you a cent, no credit card. We just want you to go and watch.
Yeah, our spring season kicked us off last year, and you can find every game we covered last year on YouTube.
First pitch to Chapa, swing and a miss for strike one. Chapa batted twice in the third inning. And he reached on an error and scored, walked and scored. Swing and a foul tip, strike two.
We'll let quickly up in the count here.
So Brady up on Chapa, 0-2. Strike three called. He got him.
Chapa not happy, but I think that was a great pitch.
One out. That's the first strikeout for Willett. And here is Derek Kuchar. Kuchar has singled, driven in a run and scored. Walked and scored. Walked and scored, and also walked with the bases loaded and drove in a run. Last time, actually, that occurred in the third inning, both of those walks.
Yeah, so he's 1 for 1 with 2 walks, 2 ribbies, and 2 runs scored.
First 2 pitches from Willett, balls, 2-0. 3-0. Tomorrow, softball, Coney and Messalonsky in Augusta at Mount Vernon Field, a game that was originally supposed to be in Oakland. Fields aren't dry enough out there. High noon start, ball 4. So Kuchar is on, and here is Searoyce. Jacoby today has struck out, walked and scored, and hit a 2-run single last time. Whoop, Willett, what is that?
Balk, I believe.
I was going to say, if that's not a balk, they may as well take it out of the rule book. So it's a balk, no pitch, because there was no pitch. High, and that grazed him. Got him on the left shoulder.
4th hit batsman for the Winslow pitching staff today.
So first and second, 1 out.
3 for Willett.
And we got a pinch hitter here. This is George Taylor, a junior. So Taylor hitting, takes ball 1. Sitting for Harrison. For those of you scoring at home, and who knows, you may just be, as the saying goes, 2-0. I've listened to a lot of baseball and never, ever scored a game at home.
I find that hard to believe.
When I'm there in person, yes. Although I don't do it as much as I used to. That's a strike.
Tell you what, that's was never my thing. The fans I noticed do that the most religiously is
2-1, and he was ripping on it and missed it 2-2.
Mount Blue.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
they were doing that.
Yeah, when we were
up in the place of my birth.
When we were up there in Farmington, a couple times, and then Legion baseball especially, there were a ton of them out there with scorebooks.
3-2. I did not notice. You have a much keener eye than I do. I did not notice.
The only reason is I think a couple times I went to fetch the home team's lineup, and so they're sitting there back behind home plate with them.
3-2 is wide, ball 4. So Taylor draws a pinch walk. And here we go again. They're loaded. And here is Joel Radamazzo. And that is ball 1.
I wonder if my dad has. I don't think he has, but my dad is definitely the type of baseball fan that would.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Radamazzo takes a strike.
Now I want him to come visit and do it while I'm doing a broadcast, and then I can sign his score sheet at the
end. That's rich. Little pop-up on the infield, and it's caught by the pitcher. 2 outs. My father, the king, did not score games. He did not do that. All the games we went to at Fenway and the games in later years to Hadlock, I've always been one to score when I could, but I never saw him score a game.
Did your dad keep track of stats when you played?
No.
My dad did.
Well, my mom cut all the stuff out from the paper back in the day.
Yeah.
But no, my father was not that type. My mother was totally into that, and she saved and cut out, of course, the newspaper coverage back when my father was playing high school sports at Lawrence in the 40s was truly unbelievable. It was so good, and she cut everything out of the paper. I have it all.
That's pretty cool.
That's really cool. I have it all. I'm going to have them all laminated.
Yeah, that would be super cool.
The 2-1 in the dirt. 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Willett. That's a strike.
Nice pitch. There, I think you see Grady. I think with just again the Winslow pitching staff struggling, not taking the bat really off the shoulder until you get to that 2-strike count.
3-2. Bounce to shortstop. Should be an easy play. Shortstop Fields fires, got him. So Willett does not allow a run. Gets Wyatt Grady to ground out to shortstop. So no runs. There were no hits. There were 2 errors and a hit batsman, and the bases left loaded. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The score, Waterville 18, Winslow 4. This is high school baseball on the score.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call Renewal by Andersen to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. We've installed over 4 million windows, earning us 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction. Call the number below or visit us online today. And remember, call now because these great savings end soon.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
All righty, to the bottom of the fourth inning we go. Wyatt Grady pitching a scoreless inning last inning, trying to string together 2 in a row. On top here by a score of 18-4 for Winslow, scheduled here in the fourth. Bimson, Costigan, at the top of the order, Costigan.
Did you, curious, Mike, obviously one of the big athletes currently enrolled in at Winslow and mentioned in Winslow coaching, giving us some of the preview for the season, obviously Matt Kirian, not in the starting lineup today.
I did not hear anything about him.
I was just curious. They had said something to you where you're grabbing the lineups.
Not a void.
Especially, too, because they expect him to be one of their big middle-of-the-order bats.
All right, Grady ready to go here against Bimson, who's been up once, hit by a pitch. Foul tipped into the mitt, strike one.
Real compact swing for Bimson there, kind of slaps at it.
Grady from the stretch, the 0-1. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it is. Down and in. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike on Bimson, leading it off here. The bottom of the fourth. That's a strike. 2-2.
Strikes, strikes, and more strikes. 14-run lead. You got runs to spare.
Yep. Make him hit it. Low and away, 3-2. Let them hit it. Throw it over the plate. Strike 3 called. He's gone. Stood there and watched it go by like a house on the side of the road. Who said that?
Oh, I'm sure you've told me before. I was going to say you.
No, God, no. I wish I could take credit for that.
Heard you say it plenty of times.
The late, great Hall of Fame broadcaster of the Detroit Tigers, Ernie Harwell. That was his called strike catchphrase. 1 out. Here's Costigan. This is Isaiah, ball 1.
Just 3 hits on the day for the Black Raiders. Costigan does have 1 of them.
One ball on Costigan. Grady with a 14-run lead. That's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Really good pitch there. Costigan's doing nothing with that one. That paints that outside lower corner.
The 1-1. Swung on and missed, 1-2.
Took him a second to get going, but Willett obviously working on back-to-back shutout innings.
Ooh, I wondered if he was going to ring him up there, but too low.
Yeah,
2-2.
I agree with that non-strike call.
I thought he might get the in the area. Grady ready. The 2-2. Strike 3 called. That one was in the area of the plate. So 2 up, 2 out, both called third strikes, and that is 3 strikeouts now for Grady, all of them in the last 2 innings. Can we get a 1-2-3 inning?
Hadn't been one yet.
Davian Costigan has walked and hit a sac fly. Walked and scored, so he's driven in 1, swings and misses, strike 1. Driven in 1 and scored 1. Costigan playing center.
Had a heck of a catch, too.
Yep. That is fouled at the plate, and it's 2 strikes. Yep. Coming in hard, fast, and dove and made a shoestring catch. Right off the shoe tops. In the hole here, 0-2. Grady looking for a 1-2-3 inning. The set, the windup. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He did it. He struck out the side, and that is it. miracles do happen. We had a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across for Waterville in the fourth inning. And we have completed nothing across for Winslow in the fourth inning. And we have completed 4. The score at the end of 4 is Waterville 18, Winslow 4. This is high school baseball on the Score.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Prime!
this season, we are hydrated. The official sports drink of the UFC. It's on!
Oh, that's good.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be. The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
Credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
All right, new pitcher on for the Winslow Black Raiders, freshman Ben Thomas. And all we ask of the young man is to throw strikes. And he throws ball 1, of course, to Ben Foster. Foster leading off here in the 5th. Has been up 4 times. Has scored 3 times. And the other time he was up, he drove into. There's a bouncing ball to second. Second baseman up with it. Nope. That'll be an error on Willette on about the easiest ground ball ever hit.
I think he took his eyes off getting ready to make the throw, and it just missed his glove and slipped between the legs.
So Thomas gets what he wanted, a bounding ball to second. Man, they sure play these left-handed batters to pull. Here is Gendro. Gendro has walked, that's strike 1, has walked, 1, 2 times, been hit by a pitch, and also had a 2-run single. So he's been right in the thick of it all day. Thomas wide. 1 ball, 1 strike. That is a ball. 2-1. Thomas to the set. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Hamlin, the big guy on deck. Pitch by Thomas. Breaking ball right in there for strike 3. That was a dazzler for sure from Thomas, and he got him looking.
He totally froze him on that one.
So 1 out, and here's Hamlin. Hamlin with an RBI single, then he later scored, walked to the bases loaded and scored, and then hit that scorching line drive to center that Costigan that has made a great play on. That's ball 1 in the dirt. Runner does not advance.
And that came with the bases loaded.
Yes. And with 2 outs. So everybody would have scored. Thomas to the set. 1 out, 1 on. Wide. 2-0.
Winslow coaching staff was very high on Thomas. I think maybe you see I think he might work his way up the pitching pecking order as the season goes on, being a freshman.
That's a strike. Well, first of all, he can throw strikes.
Right. Struggle today for sure for the Winslow pitching
right
staff.
now, when it comes to the pitching staff, anybody who can throw it over is going to get out there. Just can't win with that many walks. Thomas steps off. It's funny, I was talking to Larry Mahoney of the Bangor Daily News this morning about the University of Maine baseball team averaging 7.89 walks per game, their pitching staff. You simply can't win.
No, that's bad.
You're playing Division I college baseball and you're walking 8 guys a game, you're not going to win.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're the 27 Yankees, you're not going to win.
No, you're basically spotting a base runner every inning.
Yep. 3-1. Strike. 3-2, and I've lost count of how many Winslow's walked today. It's got to be like 12.
I gotcha.
Thomas to the set.
11.
Breaking ball. He likes that breaking ball. Ground ball to third. Fielded by the third baseman. Throw is there. 2 outs. He's got a good curveball, this kid. He likes it, too. I mean, to throw it there on a 3-2, that's gutsy.
He's comfortable with it.
So 2 outs for Chapa.
And again, you talk about it, Mike. That's 2. The first one reaches on air. He
should be in the dugout.
Yeah, rocking chair inning.
High. Chapa has singled and scored. He has reached on an error and scored. He has walked and scored and was caught looking last time. Thomas with a set. Bouncing ball to shortstop. Shortstop has it hit him in the chest, and this will be an error. Took a tough hop.
No one said Mike Violet is a generous grader.
I am not benevolent. I'm not feeling benevolent today after all those walks.
No, it's like he said, too. It's not like it just took a bad bounce. He was right there, though.
Thomas throws ball 1 to Derek Kuchar. Kuchar today has singled and driven in a run in the first, walked and scored in the third, and walked and scored also in the third. He batted twice, like everybody. Had to do a double take there.
Yeah, that is a mess.
It is. Don't even look at it.
You're
I'm
right.
embarrassed.
I'm sorry, I won't. Quickly, though, Thomas falls behind 3-0 here to Kuchar.
Well, he should be in the dugout.
2 ground balls that infield did not make.
And there's ball 4.
The 4th walk today for Kuchar. He's come up to bat 5 times. He has walked 4 times, and he has hit a board once. He's 1 for 1 with 4 walks.
That's a perfect day. He's batting 1,000.
That OPS is dazzling.
Here's Jacoby Searoyce. He's been in the middle of it all day, too. He's only made 1 out today. He was called out on strikes late swing there for strike 1. He has a hard 2-run single up the middle. And Searoyce has scored twice. Nubbed back foul.
I was there.
If that fence wasn't there, I can count on you to have made the play.
For what it's worth, that lost a lot of momentum. I got to charge that one hard.
Oh, yeah. Because you don't have the arm to throw him out by laying back.
I'm a second baseman.
0-2. There's the curve. He loves it, and he should. As he strikes out Jacoby Searoyce and strands 2. And that is the end of that. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The score is Waterville 18 and Winslow 4. More high school baseball coming up after this on The Score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs.
We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
All righty, we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. The Winslow Black Raiders down 18-4. And Wyatt Grady, if he can get out of this inning with 4 or less runs scored, would therefore end the game and get credit for a complete game.
Not a bad way to start a season.
All right, here's Neto. He has grounded to short twice. Low and away, ball 1.
That's not a good start.
1 ball, no strikes.
Again, worth noting is both teams, right? First, our opening day, their opening day. Waterville has 2 of the better pitchers in Central Maine to head up their staff between Grady and Foster.
That's hit to right. Right fielder makes the catch. That's the first, actually second ball hit to the outfield today. We've not had a lot of balls put in play in the air.
No, Grady opened up the game with a deep shot.
Yep.
And then, like you said, Costigan had a great catch on that Harrison one. Other than that, mostly, I mean, it's been walks.
Walks
really
and ground balls.
Walks, yeah.
1 out, here's Kelly. 0 for 2. Has grounded to second and struck out. Well, you see what happens when you let it get hit. That is a foul tip back to the screen.
I think caught some ump mask, but he didn't flinch.
No, sir.
A vet right there.
0-1 on Nolan Kelly. Tomorrow, softball, Coney and Mesalonsky at noon from Augusta. Swing and a miss, 0-2. On deck is Willette. Grady up in the count here, 0-2. The deal. Grounded foul. And Scott Franzos wisely lets that one go by because that would have hurt.
Yeah, it had some juice on it.
When it's 80 degrees, you'll try to make a play on that.
Yeah.
Right now, it's nowhere near 80 degrees. 0-2.
I'd say it's pretty comfortable driving here. It's sitting up here in the wind. That's what does it.
Right.
I'm not going to complain. It's been. I'll take this over what we had 2 weeks ago.
0-2. Grady ready. Here it is in the dirt all the way to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Willette to follow. One and 2.
Mesalonsky tomorrow for softball, speaking of which, one of the teams favored to do some damage this year, are they not?
That is low. They are. It's a good club. It's the usual suspects again. Mesalonsky, Skowhegan, right. Lawrence, Nokomis.
Yeah.
I think we've got Lawrence and Nokomis twice on the schedule here, both games that they play. Strike 3 called. 2 outs. And Grady has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts, all in the last 3 innings. And the last hope is Brady Willett. Willett has fouled to third and reached on a fielder's choice. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 on Willett. One ball, one strike, low. Grady to the set, the 1-1. High. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wyatt Grady with the 2-1 pitch. That is wide, 3-1. Grady had a 1-2-3 inning last inning. He has retired 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row.
Struggled with his control early on, but a good way to close this one out.
The 3-1. Ball 4. Won't have a 1-2-3 inning here. 2 outs, a runner on. Here's Thomas. Ben today has walked and scored and reached on a fielder's choice. So a 2-out base runner with a 14-run lead. First pitch from Grady. Hit well to center field and hit really well, and it is over the center fielder all the way to the wall. This is going to be a stand-up double for Ben Thomas, who is a freshman, and he is a ball player. Winslow's got a good one there. Kid can hit, and he's a pretty good-looking pitcher.
Yeah, he had, I think, the best stuff today of the Winslow pitching staff, and he clubbed that one.
Crushed it. A drive to center field, a double, so second and third, 2 outs. Here's Pomerleau. Low and away, ball 1, so Grady got the first 2. Then a walk and a ringing double. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Just need to throw strikes. Grady ready. Foul tipped into the mitt, 2-1.
I think you said it earlier, Mike. Fastball. Just pour the gas on.
Haven't seen much of a breaking pitch from him today. That's a strike.
That was a really nice pitch.
2-2. Right on the black. Some paint. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 on. That is hit foul down the third base line. Pomerleau got the head of the bat out on that one and almost got his teammate Willett at third base in the process.
Yeah, good heads-up play there by Willett. You're asking for a bruised shin there if you're not paying attention.
That's why when you're on third, you're in foul territory, because if you get hit by the ball, you're not out.
Right.
Another 2-2 coming from Grady. A long, long look. Now ready. And the 2-2. Strike 3 called. It's over. So Wyatt Grady strikes out 2 in that inning. Struck out the side before that. Got 1 in the third. So he really dominated the final 3 innings after finding his stuff. And that's it. Final score in this one. Waterville 18, Winslow 4. The postgame show on our totals, we think, if we can get a calculator out, coming up after this on The Score.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
All right, back here live at Jack Nicholson Field, where the Waterville Panthers put 18 runs on the board here today and win it over Winslow by a score of 18-4, called because of the 10-run mercy rule. 12 runs is in softball. Final line score in this one, Waterville 18 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 10.
Yeah.
And for Winslow, 4 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors. Some fours where you don't want to have fours. 4 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors. They left 5. Wyatt Grady gets the win, a complete game performance.
Yeah, he started out rough, gave up those 4 in the first 2, settled down, like you said. Finished with 6 Ks, all of them coming in the last 3 innings. Settled down when his team gave him that big inning and was able to coast it home. Not as sharpest day, but a win is a win is a win.
It is, and Ben Foster is our score player of the game here this afternoon. 2 for 3, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored, as he was in the midst of all of the shenanigans that Waterville had all game long. They had runners on in every single inning, other than the 5th. Well, they had runners on in the 5th and the 4th, but nobody scored in either one of their innings. All their damage done in the first 3 when they put 18 runs on the board. So, Ben Foster, congratulations, our score player of the game. We'll pack it all up. We're back at it tomorrow in Augusta as the Coney Rams host the Messalonski Eagles, and softball game time is noon. That's a noon start tomorrow. We'll be on the air with our pregame show at about 11:50. So that's going to do it for us here today. For Chaz Wing, for Galen Neal, for AJ Knight, I'm Mike Violet saying so long from Jack Nicholson Field in Winslow. Final score in this one in high school baseball this afternoon: Waterville 18 and Winslow 4.
You've been listening to another high school sports presentation on The Score, supported by these great local sponsors: Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, PJ Diggs, Renewal by Anderson, Assistance Plus, Valley Beverage, Maine Preventative Maintenance, The Harry J. Smith Company, SBS Carbon Copy, JDH3 Design, Dixon's Country Market, and by Casella Waste. Stay tuned for a lot more live video and audio of high school baseball, softball, and girls and boys high school lacrosse. All available at centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. You found the place for local sports. Sports Radio 1160, The Score.